Number one, I learned about it as I was going into it, but remember the first house I sold in Willow was buying my own. That was back in 2004. We didn't have a term for it. It was called, but it eventually became known as a short sale. I had to look at Tom Bryant and say, why in God's name would a lender forgive part of a loan? And later on, years down the road, he would say, I'm never doing a short sale again. They never work. I said, one did. We got this done in 45 days by me and Andrea Kahn at the title company at the time, calling every day to that lender and saying, got house, we want to close on it. But learned a lot from that. And of course, getting on the board helped me a lot more. That you see a lot of people come in here and I have no issue with someone brand new trying to break into something. And it's awesome that they want to do that. I'm not here to keep anybody out, whether it be a realtor or that be a buyer or seller doing whatever they want to do, or a
Right.
tenant. I don't. That's not important to me. I just hope that those people will take the time to learn what they're selling. And just like me selling in Estrella Mountain Ranch back in the day, I took time to learn about those communities, particularly by with the new homes. That was a little bit easier because you have, at least have the builder to learn things from. And it also taught me a lot about builders, going out there and talking to those builders that I still use today in working with builders who could just kind of hope I'll just drop off my client and go away. No, I don't do that.
Right. Right.
I'm going to be paining your ass till this is done because I want you to do things right.
I'm just saying. You want to take the next question there, Marco?
Yeah, in that little questionnaire, I laughed when you wrote that. We also talk about some of the mistakes or things that you would do differently. And
Just three.
Because we all make
one of them,
mistakes, and it's just we got to keep it within time frame, you know.
and one of them was I laughed because you said putting my face on a bench.
Mm-hmm. That was funny.
Can you talk a little bit about that? How that
One of
came
those
about and
one of those first things I did. Somebody offered me to put an ad on
Right.
a bench at Safeway over on McDowell on 7th Street. And I was living over there at the time at 18th Street in Granada. And so I thought, this will be awesome. It'll be in the neighborhood. I'll get my face out there. And you know what it did? My friends would call me and say, hey, I'm sitting in your face. Did it do anything for me? Did it provide any sales for me? No. But I think the bigger thing is that something's got to work is the belief that I had, sometimes still have, that something's got to work in terms of marketing and getting your name out there. And so many times you get a call from or a message from realtor.com or whatever this lead providing company is that's going to provide you with leads that are sourced out, et cetera. These are serious people and they've yet to prove out to something. And it's taken a lot of money to do that. And that does get frustrating. It does make you a little bit questioning, bitter, your call. But I mean, you start looking at those things and saying, okay, here's this guy that wants to create a Facebook page that's talking about people downsizing, older people getting into smaller homes, or maybe moving out of their current area, but they're real Facebook ads, etc. And none of them. I mean, we're talking about 40 or 50 different people who would contact me. We're serious.
Yeah, and I
They
will
were
tell you this. Yeah, and I will tell you this in relation to your park bench because I've been doing it a little bit longer than you have, but I've done all the things. I've done the billboards, I've done the TV, I've done the radio, and all I ever saw out of it was more brand recognition than actually generating business and that type of thing. I mean, every now and then you'll get something, but I think it was more of just
brand recognition.
branding of who you are. Right. Like I had a thing on Cable America that dates me, and I went to the listing appointment at the house. They had Cable America on, and my commercial came on. So at the table, wait, what? And so that itself was powerful because okay, I'm the guy that's advertising is actually here. This is going to help me sell my house because he's
You
able.
could plan that better.
Right. So I think some of that works to an extent because it helps you brand yourself. Like Mark and Megan are working on rebranding themselves as the M, right? So something like that, even if you do those little billboards that you can pay a little bit of money for, any of you that are trying to build a brand, it's a good way to just start. You just kind of spend a couple $100 a month on those. You know, I'm talking about the animated billboards that you can buy 30 seconds and spend $300 a month to have it. But it would be a good way just to kind of, hey, here's my brand. If you think about it, the only three brands we can really think about real estate wise, Bellator, Doug Hopkins, and the pedophile Andrew the homebuyer. But everybody, like, there's really no other agents you could think of that blasts on a consistent basis like that, right?
Well, Skeletor.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So Skeletor, Andrew the homebuyer, Doug Hopkins are the three that actually are just to me that I see more often than anybody else. Skeletor is just gamey bullshit, you know. And Camille says that women aren't really able to do those blasts. creepy calls. Oh yes. Okay. I'll tell you a story later, Camille, when I was on radio. You think it's just a women thing? No, no, it's a little freaky, man.
Yeah, I'll side with you on that one.
Yeah.
Two people who contact me that decide, hey, maybe we could, I've always wanted to, this realtor fantasy, get the hell away from me.
Right? It's a little freaky.
I'll just send him over to Mark and say, hey, he's pantsless. Contact him.